Honorable Speaker, I have a quick procedural matter that I seek your indulgence to help us deal with certain matters. This Parliament where we sit passes laws. This Parliament here, which you head, Right Honorable Speaker, we are pretty much the custodians of the Constitution, which was passed by Parliament, and the laws attendant to that. Honorable Speaker, Article 21 of that Constitution provides that nobody is above the law. We are all equal under the law. Article 28 of that same Constitution provides for a right to a speedy hearing before a court of competent jurisdiction when anybody is suspected to have committed any crime. My challenge, Right Honorable Speaker, is that continuously we see people in government offices operate as if they are above the law. And that is problematic. And this is a matter we have raised here, Right Honorable Speaker. You have made comments about it, but looks like it continues unabated. And for me, that bothers me. Right Honorable Speaker, on 27th of April, a gentleman called Edward Sebufu, many people know him as Eddie Mutwe, was abducted from Mukono where he had gone for a function, and he was missing for a couple of days. We went to file a matter before police. Police said we do not know him, and the spokesperson of Uganda Police Force said we don't know where this person is. A few days later, the Chief of Defense Forces of this country, A1 General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, spoke about this matter, saying, I have got this person. I am teaching him Runyankole, I am disciplining him, and so many other things that he said. Displayed a picture of him naked with bruises. Honorable Speaker, meanwhile, we were continuously, together with the family of this man and lawyers, looking for where this person is. But somebody says, I've got him in my basement. 8 days later, he's produced at Masaka Court, something that we were happy about because all along we were saying, if he has committed any offense, produce him in a court of law. He was produced in court, limping with bruises and all of that. 8 days. Police, which should ideally have been holding him and only for 48 days, did not know where this person was. The Uganda Human Rights Commission, which we applauded because for a very long time we have been asking, what is the Uganda Human Rights Commission doing? They released a statement saying, Chief of Defense Forces, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, release this man because we know you have him. I guess because of that and a lot more other pressure, this man was freed. But my challenge, Right Honorable Speaker, is, and it's good the Minister for Justice and Constitutional Affairs is here, the Minister of State for Internal Affairs is here. Maybe government needs to help us understand. Are there some people for whom Article 21 of the Constitution, which says we are all equal under the law, that this one does not apply to some, that some people are above the law? And finally, Right Honorable Speaker, I'm on a point of procedure. Honorable Macho, who has been in Parliament for a bit longer, knows that procedure takes precedence. So I request him to kindly relax. As I finish my procedural matter, Right Honorable Speaker, this very government official was summoned by the Defense Committee of Parliament. Honorable Speaker, this House operates through committees. And you are custodian of these committees as our leader. And when this committee summoned the Chief of Defense Forces, he said, I will not appear before those clowns. Members of Parliament, these ones whom you lead, Right Honorable Speaker, were called clowns. And the clowns, as he called them, decided to leave the man alone out of fear, because I had expected that that would be a very serious issue, which the committee would raise even before yourself, because you, I don't know, Right Honorable Speaker, if you lead clowns, and I don't know what that would make you if you are the leader of clowns. Right Honorable Speaker, we want to know, are there people who are above the law? Why does a government official who is paid from the consolidated fund continue to operate as if for him he is above the law and it is okay? It is not okay. And I would like to beseech you, Right Honorable Speaker, as our leader, that you take this matter up. It should not be okay.
Thank you. Lob?
Madam Speaker, the LOP has given good submission saying that there are people in this country who seems to be above the law. Madam Speaker, he makes me bring up a point of clarification whether he's talking the talk, because as I speak now, the leader of his political party, I want to know whether he's above the law by him giving statements that are discriminatory to an extent that inciting public against his fellow MPs, like Honorable Sewanyana against Honorable Mpuga. You know, when things happen
Honorable
in
members,
NRM, okay. So I'm seeking clarification whether he's the leader of his party is above the law
members,
that he gives his.
Honorable members.
But this is stupidity, bro. Look what bino biche bigenda maaso mu parliament. Boogera nsonga zirimu magezi, olayogera kasasiro. Mbo.
I'm glad, Right Honourable Speaker, you've ruled that he is being irrelevant by bringing politics to the political issue I raised. Thank you.
Lob, one, I don't lead clowns. And nobody has ever told me that I lead clowns. This house is for honorable members of parliament. Two, when you say that the CDF was summoned, I did not see the summon. There is only one signature in this house, in this parliament. It is only the speaker who is supposed to sign. I don't see how a chairperson of a committee can start summoning anybody, leave alone CDF.
Now what is she saying? General Muhoozi is so different from other people because he is the son of General Museveni. You see what impunity causes? Bino bye bivaamu. Kubanga oli mwana w'oli tebagala mugambako. Tebagala kuwa accountability. Okitegedde, talina kuba accountable kuba mwana w'oli bajja kumunyiiza. Then this must stop. We must find a way of stopping this before it's too late. You see what we are adding? Abantu batya n'okuboogerako agaba namwogera kati ne binviramu ebigambo. Ne bw'oyogera amazima n'oyogera ekyaddala. Okitegedde? Nga bakulinnyako, bakuvunvubika. Kitegeeza ye wanjawulo ku balala. Lwaki abantu b'ebitongole ebirala bonna bayitibwa mu parliament ababikulira bennyini be bajja mu bukiiko? Lwaki yakulira UPDF bwe bayita yetajja? Ye wanjawulo ki ku balala? Lwaki n'abalala bo tebasindika ba representative baabwe? Lwaki ono ye yalina okusindika representative ye nga tajja? You see? Byatandika bwe bityo. Janet Museveni mutala wa Museveni nga wamuyita mu bukiiko parliament nga takyajja, yasooka n'ajja, ekyavaamu naba nga takyajja. Okitegedde? Bawulira beewulira ate kati ffe bannannyini ggwanga teffe tujjemu ebyo. Okitegedde? Meaning others you are useless. Ate ekyomukisa omubi nti baafuna ne speaker naye ayagala okuba puppet. Okitegedde talina mugongo. Asanyusa bali.
There should be a process of an invitation. Listen, honorable members. Much I will throw you out. Honorable members, there must be a procedure of inviting witnesses. But let's not deviate from the real issue. The real issue is the principle of fair hearing. The presumption of innocence. Over to Honorable Mao. The human rights issue. And I want to advise you members, when you invite these witnesses, you are inviting an office. An office is not MK. There was a deputy CDF, I saw it on social media. You cannot start attaching a single person to this. It is an office. Like you find, if there is a house here, the deputy speaker is chairing. It doesn't have to be me. Honorable Mao, the issue of Eddie, who?
Every day, there are many infractions against the law. People are being killed, people are being robbed. It doesn't mean those who break the law are above the law. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I want to appreciate him because he released a statement in regard to this particular matter, condemning the abduction and the torture of this person called Edward Ssemuju. Away though from the letter, which I do appreciate he wrote. I don't know whether he wrote it because of the opposition politician he has been for a long time, but as a government official, we would want to know, is action going to be taken against this errant government official that broke the law? Because when a minister writes a statement saying a minister for Justice and Constitutional Affairs writes a statement saying government official X, CDF, here you are breaking the law. You cannot abduct people and torture them in your basement. Release them. That's a government minister writing that. Away from the fact that that is good and it excited us, what action gets to be taken against this errant government official? Or is he above the law? And that's the question that I was asking. We have now recognized he was operating outside the law.
Thank you.
What then gets to be done? Is anything going to happen to him? And I'm glad even the Prime Minister has walked in. Maybe Honorable Mao might not have an answer, but maybe he should as a minister. But the Prime Minister, who often says she's very able and she's action-oriented, is she going to take action against this errant government official called General Muhoozi Kainerugaba?
Honorable members, the arrest is done by other people. So you may not talk about the CDF now. We may need to look in depth. We may need to look in depth who did it and why was it done. But then the court process.
He is the one who told the world that it's me with Ssemuju Edimutwe. Meaning he's the one who arrested him. He's the one who abducted him. Why do we condemn someone we never saw with him and we leave behind the one with Edimutwe? He gave us his picture in a basement, torturing him. So then we attack other officers whom we don't know, we have never seen with Edimutwe, yet this one in action, we got him. Hey.
The court process must be expedited. Next item. Next
item number 3.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. He came and told Parliament that when soldiers and policemen are arresting people, they must identify themselves. General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, he said, I disagree with that minister. When I raised the issues here of deploying soldiers in South Sudan, and Parliament asked the Minister for Defense to explain, immediately the spokesperson of UPDF dismissed him. He said that one represents us only in Parliament. General Elweru there, he was called a buffoon by the CDF. One by one.
What is the procedural matter?
I am raising it if you allow me background. One by one, whether ministers, whether UPDF soldiers, whether committees of Parliament are becoming victims of CDF. So the procedural issue I am raising, Madam Speaker, whether you should not get government at the highest level to tell us, because recently he said, you opposition, you are going to beat you during elections. For us, we are Tutsi. These are serious matters that, Madam Speaker, everybody, every sane person must be concerned with. They are not matters that can just be ruled and we continue. I mean, I don't know, Elweru is about to run away. I don't know whether David Moore sits in his office comfortably. The Minister of Defense the other day was here. So we all have become victims of this one man called Muhoozi Kainerugaba. This Parliament must find a solution.
At least for me, I'm not a victim.
Oh.
Because where does that information come from? On social media, anybody can post anything, anytime. Next item.
Imagine having this as your Speaker of Parliament